and then how people started getting more time for societal activities, how that paved for things like social gatherings, law systems, including art and all. That's what we had stopped. So now today I'll get into like which are the earlier civilizations and how the scientific thinking slowly started getting developed through that civilization. That would be the where I will be starting today. Okay, so if you have anything, anytime you can feel free to ask me. Okay, right? Okay, yeah. Okay, here we go. So we'll start with some specific civilization. I'm sure most of you would have heard about these places, but just to know one by one, the science from the science point of view. Okay, so obviously this is what is considered as the most ancient civilization, and as we all know, all those civilizations were near rivers. Obviously, because you need water, and then you need transport, you need trading, you need to transport goods. Obviously, those were near rivers. So it is like Euphrates and Tigris in Mesopotamia. And I also believe this is the current Iraq, Syria, that region. Okay, so it's the maybe what we call as the birth of the modern, not modern, maybe classic civilizations. Okay, and one of the most important invention for them was a wheel. Okay, so that wheel became very important because of multiple reasons. One reason is they used to do pottery. So if you have to do pottery, you have to create wheels. And then if you started creating some kind of a carts, then you need to have wheels. Then the tricky thing of wheel is when you look at a wheel, it will look like a round kind of stuff. When you make with a material, you have to first take the whole circumference or perimeter, whatever you call it as. When you look at it, it will look round. So you will see that it is a round. So the diameter, whatever we call as diameter, the of the circle is what will catch your attention, or the width of the circle is what will catch your attention. But if when you make a circle or a wheel, you think about it practically, you have to take the material for the entire length and then usko jodna hai. So which means you have to first get the circumference, that much of material, then only you make the round. So that makes it like tricky, that you have to get like people then realize that there is some relationship between the circumference and this whatever call as diameter. Okay, so that is one of the first ancient knowledge, and that is also important because Earth is circular. And when people travel, if you don't know exactly like how that relationship works, then you will get lost, like what happened to many travelers, including Columbus. So if you get the calculation wrong, you will reach another place. You'll think you'll go to some other place and you will think it is America and you will call that as America. Okay, you'll go to some place and think that is India, you will call that as West Indies. Things like that happens. So that, though it looks very simple, that relationship between the circumference and diameter is very important. And actually that is what we call as pi. Relationship is what we call as pi. So unfortunately, school kids use pi every day in and out, but many of them don't know what is pi. Okay, they will use pi in the equations, but pi is this relationship. A diameter ka kitna guna hai the circumference. So if diameter is 1 meter, circumference is pi into 1 meter. Pi is 3.14 approximately. If diameter is 2 meter, circumference is 2 into pi. It is like that. If diameter is 5 meter, then circumference is 5 into pi, like that. Okay, so they realized that then calculating the value of pi was a very important feature, and you have to get it very accurate. But for small circle doesn't matter. When you calculate the Earth as a whole, when you want to make maps and all, even as you need to get it in 5th, 6th, 7th digit precision. Otherwise, you will get lost, especially when you travel through waters. Right? Okay. So this was an important thing, and then they started making calendars. Obviously, all of us know why calendar is important. And then another thing is, this. I don't know whether you have seen this. This is something called a clay tablet. This is how they used to store their data. So all the precious data, like we used to have inscriptions on stones. So during Mesopotamian time, they used to store such things here. You want to guess what is written here? Anyone? This is around 5,000, 5,500 years before. Okay. These numbers are written by us. These numbers are written by us, but the etchings are written by them. These numbers are after deciphering what they have written, our people have written. This was found out like around 100 years back during one of the diggings of the ocean. They found out so many clay tablets, and that's how we know more about this so-called Mesopotamian civilization. It's also called Sumerian. Sumer is the place in Iraq. It's called Sumerian also. Any clue? Any guess? What is this?
You just talked about circumference and diameter and so on, and so that looks like a square and diameter and circle. So
Yeah, but it is square. It is not circle.
okay, I thought maybe because the square comes within the circle.
No, circle was the shape of the clay tablet. Probably they would have used the circle knowledge to make clay tablets. And they heat it, and then so that the data stays for long. So you put it in clay, and then you put it in a kiln, like how you do it. And so this is actually the value of root 3 and
Value of
root 3 and root 2. And this one is for root 2, 1.414.
oh, it's 1.414.
Okay, and but they were not using our system. Of what we use number system is what is called 10 base number. So for example, our number, if you tell I have 155 rupees with 156 rupees with me, that 6 means 1 rupees, that 5 means 50 rupees, 1 means 100 rupees, right? If you tell I have 2,562 rupees, that 2 is 2000.
Yes.
That is what we call as place value system. Every place has a value. So 2, when it comes in that last place, it is 1 rupee. 2, if it comes in the tens place, it is 20 rupee. In hundreds place, it is 200. So same numbers. So though it will look very simple for us, what is the big deal in this? But simple things are very difficult to invent. So that time they were not using such a number system. Their number system. So what we call this number system is called 10 base. That in every place has a value of 10. 10, 100, 1000. You would have studied it in school, UP, LP school kind of stuff. And these people, Sumerians, used to use a number system called 60 base. 60 base, which means if Sumerians tell I have 152 rupees, that 2 is 1, that 5 is 5 into 60. That 1 is 1 into 60 into 60, 60 square, 1 into 3600. This is so complicated system they used to have. So it is so complicated, and this number system getting simplified actually is a contribution by India. So that thing, these people used to use 60 base, and still we continue to use some 60 base system, some of the Sumerian system. You want to guess?
Number 60.
Any why number 60?
Number 60. Any idea?
You're asking why 60? Yeah, it's a very good question. So why 60? 60 is a very important number. 60 is divisible by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15, 20, 30. So it's a very important number. Okay, so once it is divisible by, so you would have known during demonetization times, if you don't have lower currencies, you are in soup. So if you put 2000 without divisibles, okay. So when you have divisibles, mathematical calculations are much more simpler. For there are many other things. You have learned like LCM, UCM, and all those things, right? So these people they know all those things. So they used to use a 60 base system, and still we use some of 60 base system what they were using. You want to guess? Don't guess like you know it. Hello, Suchitya. Still we continue to use some 60 base systems. You know it.
No.
Base 60. Okay, that is our clock.
Oh, 12.
60 minutes, 60 seconds. That's our carryover, vestige from Sumerian civilization. Actually, it would have been very easy if the time was 10 hours per day and 1 hour was 10 minutes or 100 minutes. You know, so life would have been so very simple. This is so complicated. Like 60-minute business, if you try to teach kids, you started walking at 10:30 p.m. in the night and you reached at 4:30 a.m. You calculate the time difference. The kid will fall down. You know, so much complicated. Actually, it need not be that complicated if it is 100 based. But that's like some systems we carry over, and sometimes it becomes a beauty, sometimes it becomes an antique, sometimes we will have nostalgia, sometimes the nostalgia will be into some pain. Okay, this is clock is one such stuff. Okay, so this was bottom line is this was their value of root 2, how they etched. Now you look at it, root 2 is 1.414 something. So this after 1, this 414 are in 60 base system. After decimal they have calculated this 5,500 years back. And we have hundreds of clay tablets which we have digged from the Syria, Iraq kind of places, and that's how we know about that civilization. Okay, moving forward, this 60 base system, and you know, Mesopotamia, the basic some numbers, basic some algebraic this thing stuff and all they had developed, not our number system. Okay, in their system. Okay, otherwise they won't make numbers like this. Okay, so and then they had like astronomy was a key stuff because everybody wants to know how the world works, so everybody observes, not astrology. Okay, astronomy. It is not horoscope, it is telescope. Okay, so astronomy is you know, so they used to observe and make markings and all those things. So now another important civilization that time was Egypt, which is like in the Nile bank. So all the civilization that time was in the river banks, obviously. You know, so Egypt is bit later, maybe around half a millennium later after Mesopotamian. With the current information, we don't know. Maybe after 5 year, 10 year, we may find out that some other civilization was there long time back. Like that, we find out. See, these things in our last 100, 150 years only we dug all these things. 10 years, 15, 20 years back, we found out another bigger civilization was there, which I will talk about this thing after. Which in when we were studying in school, we had never heard that name. We never heard about that. And nowadays, if you see in the old document, I will show you one of the images. In that image, it will be there, and some other images it won't be there. So last 20 years, like we keep on finding these things. And one of the things for them was that Egypt, like when they were staying in Nile, near Nile, what happened is Nile will flood every year. So when Nile flood, they will take all their saman, pagoda, everything and shift the house. See, now in a project shifting the house, it's a huge work kind of. It's from actually one flat to another flat. Agarwal is there and her family is there and everything is there. All those bags, suitcase and everything is there. And those times they have to take everything and run from the bank of one river and go to some other place. You know, it's such a humongous exercise. And then when they come back, they have to again restart. But the problem is when they come back, there will be big issue. A society goes from one place and comes back to same place. Can you just guess? Like, just think what could be the issues? What all could be the issues?
You don't know exactly what the place is because the floods could have washed away everything. So you don't know where your place really is.
Exactly. You don't know where your place was, and you don't know how much place you had. And there could be fights. Because you see, when boundaries are earmarked itself, we spend billions of and trillions of dollars to decide whose boundary it is. Like, is it not? So when you have so much sophisticated system, we have so many people standing on the boundaries on either side and just to shoot each other, you know, with the dispute of boundary. So just think, if a flood is washed and when you go back, you know, you have to know my place was like this. No, your place was like this kind of stuff. You know, will come. Okay, and also it was important because these people, you know, once you start living as a society, then somebody has to rule it. Then that's why cheftainship and all those things come. And somebody has to rule means they need money. If they need money for ruling, there is only one way. Right from ancient time till now, there's only one way. That is tax. they will tax you. And tax has to be on activities which you. And the easiest way to tax is based on land. Because activities you can do chupke also. Okay, so land is something visible. So taxing on land is a very easier and adopted way. And they wanted to do tax also. So they had this necessity to measure the land. Okay, so that is why they were called measuring earth. Okay, earth is geo, metry is measurement. Okay, measuring earth is how the word geometry comes. So origins pointing to Egypt actually. Okay, that's the root of that word, measuring earth. Yes, okay. And they had like very interesting. They had people with a rope. I think there was some interesting name. Forgot that. I think something we call those people rope keepers or something like that. So they will have this rope. And with this rope, these people will go in that rope, it will be marked. And with that rope, they will make all the square, rectangle, and all those things. And with that, they will calculate how much land you have and give tax.
It came from a Greek word. No, Egypt, this geometry.
The word I don't know, but the geo and metry is coming from the word geo is English, right? What we are using geo, but what we are using that is the English word what we use. But see, the origin of the word geo is earth is from ancient time. That's why they call it geocentric universe. So that is there from that time it is coming. Measurement is our word, metry is their word. Okay. Probably it could also be that Egyptians would not have used that word and somebody else to describe them they would have used. That also could be there. But the event happened during Egyptian civilization. And then obviously all of you know about pyramids and so no need to talk about it. That's like we know that things. Okay. And then they were like pretty strong in metallurgy, glass making, and they're one of the first people who made 365 days calendar. And this was the number system which Egyptians adopted. So you can see from here, this is their number system. Okay, so as you can see here, like their number system was like bit different. Again, not like what we use. They had one each symbol for one number. They had only one number for this. Until 1 to 9, it was like this. See, this number 8 lines is 8, like this. And for 10, one symbol like this. For 100, like jalebi kind of this symbol, and 1,000 this standing kind of symbol. So frog for 100,000, right? See, this is how they used to represent 2,58,458. See, so 458 last number is digit is 8 ones. So that is 8 ones. See, second 5 is 50. That is why you see 5 these earrings. Third is 4 is 400. This is 4 jalebis you see here. You see. Okay, but this system has a problem. Don't you think the system has a problem? That's one of the reasons like they had to abandon it after some point. Why the so-called Indo-Arabic numerals became. See, this system is not scalable. You see it for 258, 458, they have to write this many steps. So if we were using such a number system, I think progressing humanity would have been very difficult. Right? So this is also 10-based system, you see. Also 10-based system, 10, 100, 1,000. But our people who developed this Aryabhatta, Bhaskara, all those Brahmagupta and all, they used same 1 to 9 for representing this 100,000 and 1,000. So which looks very simple for us, but that is a landmark stuff. It's very simple. So like the simple stuffs are actually what defined the civilizational progress in the earlier days, kind of stuff. And fractions also, is one of their contribution. Now, third, obviously, we will come to Harappan civilization, which, as you know, it is like most of the place in current Pakistan and some parts in India. But we don't know much about our Harappan civilization because we are not able to decipher the lipi of that time. Okay, till now we are not able to decipher it. So there were some linguists actually who worked quite a lot in that. One of the most prominent linguists was a Tamil linguist called Airavatham Mahadevan. He passed away, I think 3-4 years back. It's one of the person who contributed heavily, but till now we are not able to completely understand their lipi. So that's why we don't know much about the Harappan civilization, their numbers, their systems, and all those things. But we have found out a lot of things from. You would have seen that's one god of theirs. If you know. I don't remember what some name we called some that one Butta Baba kind of one guy that their god we had from their excavated places. Some name we called, I forgot. So so we have like a lot of archaeological stuff, but we are not able to decipher their stuff. But then we know that they had implemented good weights and measure systems. We know that this is one of the ancient site. So as you can see from here, like they were like pretty good in civil planning, urban planning. Toilets were there, very, very clear, very distinct. And then used to use uniform size of bricks. See, these all things will be very simple for us. You tell what is a big deal in having brick at same? No, it's not very simple. Okay, somebody thinking like let me have same size of brick and everywhere, so that will be same size. It is that simple things come a bit difficult actually. Okay, again, pretty good in metallurgy. We have ancient proofs of furnaces and ovens being used for this thing. So very advanced civilization, very, very advanced civilization. Okay. Now, but the controversy is in like their lineage. Okay, what is their lineage? Where are they coming from? Kind of this thing stuff. Kind of. Okay, so that is still a hotly debated topic. Okay. So, like even now, if you know, I don't know how many of you have visited this Hampi and Hoysala dynasty king. This thing, yeah, Sujita. You would have seen that their temple, that shapes. You would have said 16 base shapes and all, right? So all the Hoysala dynasty temples, Belur, Halaibedu, everywhere you go, that 16 side, that shape, geometrical shape will be there.
Pillars, pillars. No.
Pillars also there, but you see the plan.
The shape.
The shape.
Yeah.
The shape. The plan. The plan is like the 16 shape. Like 6 side is hexagon, 8 side is like Ashtabhuja, 16 side.
Oh, yeah.
Have this thing. Yeah. The pillars are their pillars. The beauty of their pillars is like in Hampi, each pillar used to produce one music of a musical instrument. So like if you just knock it, it will give one gives veena, one gives mridanga, like that kind of stuff. And our people started dumping in all those places for veena. Now they stopped touching that. So things have got damaged kind of stuff. Okay, right. So then we move to another civilization which is slightly later from there. That is called a Chinese civilization. You see the timelines, okay, just put together. So they have this, I think, gunpowder, printmaking. Yeah, Arun.
About the script in Harappan, there is a bizarre observation that there is an island, Easter Island, in Pacific Ocean. So they used to build these huge heads. And they also had a script which has no resemblance except the Indus Valley script, which is quite bizarre. It is almost on the opposite side of the earth. And we haven't deciphered either of them. And they the theory like there used to be a global civilization long back. And there is no proof, just they connect a lot of dots, but it's still beyond any proof.
Oh, very interesting. I never knew that. Very interesting. Okay. Easter Island is that you will see in the book covers and all that yeah. It's a very interesting story of Easter Island. In Easter Island, if you see like every family, it seems they used to erect the sculpture, that statue of their families that what we call as what we call for the Busurg or the
head kind of a thing they used to
yeah.
have.
Yeah, the ancestor part of it. And it seems like there are a lot of theory of what happened to the Easter Island civilization, because that time the kind of sculptures what they made, and they kept it like near that seashore, so for anybody who passes through that they can see that. So that how they're transported, how they made those huge sculptures are actually all wonders. But one of the theory, you know, why that civilization got extinct is that it seems this became a pride, and every family started erupting huge sculptures of their ancestor. Then it became like a competition, then it started becoming bigger. It seems they used to make it using that these some specific trees which they had in that island, it seems. And once then, you know, it seems they started felling those trees and focusing on this pride issue. And people tell that affected their climate, and that affected their productivity, agricultural productivity. So one of the theories that that was the cause for extinction of their civilization is what one of the theories. I see, when I see the big houses in Kerala, I always remember Easter Island. Huge houses in Kerala. When I see, you know, one person will make a huge house, and his neighbor will go to Gulf and come and make slightly bigger one, and his neighbor will go and make slightly bigger one. When I see that, I always remember Easter Island, you know. How that pride actually killed the civilization. Okay, good point, Arun. Yeah, okay. Easter Island. Easter Island. Okay, so now this is this, can you guess what is this?
Spoon, bowl, spoon for eating.
This was our Chinese bros pastime that time.
What?
See, this was their north-looking compass.
Oh, it's a compass.
So they had this belief that all the houses should face north.
Okay.
Okay, even when I was in Bangalore, if you have a north-facing house, you will get 1 crore. If you have east-facing, it will become 1.25 crore. And if it is south-facing, it will become 80 lakhs. You know? So these people also used to have this thing, and so all their research was towards that, how to develop a compass which will exactly point north, you know. So such kind of funny things always exist in civilization. They will have some passion kind of stuff, and they will run behind that, but in the process they will also develop a lot of science, lot of research they will do and do also together. Like, okay, it is like Formula 1 race. See, Formula 1 race is actually a race, but people have developed so much of technology. Almost a good percentage, a good number of our car, civilian, normal car, passenger car technologies actually comes from Formula 1. Whatever they use now, after some time, you know, they adapt it, you know. Though Formula 1 is a very privileged kind of stuff, you know. So always these things start with a kind of privileged stuff, but some things percolate down. Okay, right. Okay. Okay, and one interesting thing is they have recorded the comets and all those. So that means they knew about comets. They knew even about supernovae. So they have recorded a very famous supernova. We'll come about what is supernova in the last part of the class. It is actually an explosion of star, and why it happens, we'll talk about it in a later part. How stars form and how black holes form and all. But so, just understand, supernova is a star collapse. And they have recorded evidence of solar eclipses, supernova, and all those things at that point. That means strong in astronomy. Okay, and they invented, supposed to have, seismographs. So this is like, if you look at it, this is how the rough thing will look like. Most of the ancient civilizations I talked about 4. These 2 are your assignments. You can go and do it. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. So if you look at it, most of the stuff we only have contributed here.
He's so.
We only have contributed most. These buggers are coming and telling they are the most powerful people in the world, and all those things have gone from our Iraq, Syria, India, China, and Egypt, and all those things. Okay, now we fight each other, and somebody else take the cake out of it and go. Okay, anyway, it's the politics of it. Now, the only civilization which is worthy of naming in the Americas was at that time is something called Andean. Okay, so that's what I was telling. This you won't see this in 50 years back, 30 years back books. You won't see this. Incas, you will see. Inca is pretty recent, 15th century. That the Machu Picchu and all those things. That is 15th century, 16th century. But there is something called Norte Chico. Norte Chico. And we found out about Norte Chico civilization only pretty recently, some 20, 25 years back. Norte Chico is supposed to be one of the ancient civilizations now. Okay, and that is Peru. Our current Peru, Chile, that Bolivia, that side part of it. Okay, and there is another part which is actually these things that there are strong theories that these people had like trade relationships and all among them. This is also Mexico and all those things. So the current whatever we call it as the Europe, Americans and all, in that time, year 3000, 2500 and all those things, they were not in picture. Okay. Okay.
Does Meso represent something because there's Mesopotamia and there is Mesoamerica?
Yeah, maybe something might be there. I don't know. What is that? There could be something. I don't know. So Mesoamerican civilization is not one civilization. It is a name put for a set of civilizations called Olmec, Mayan, Aztec. You might have heard about this Mayan civilization and all it, right? You will still get these dubious WhatsApp messages now by telling that Mayan calendar is ending on year 2000. So your world end is on 2000, or Nostradamus predicted these things, right? After every incident, after every earthquake, every tsunami, this thing will come. After every NEET Talk presentation, one message will come. NEET Talk, Nostradamus predicted this NEET Talk, right? Okay. So after every incident, such kind of things will come. So these are like Mesoamerican. So I will leave it to you. You can go and search about these things. Actually, these civilizations in Bolivia, Peru, what we call as pre-Columbian civilizations, they were very strong, very, very strong scientifically and all. Actually, that is destroyed by these Europeans, especially Spanish and Portuguese. These people went and conquered those people. They committed genocide, and these people had a lot of pandemics like whatever we have, this COVID. They used to have flu and cholera, things like that, which they were endemic in their region. They were used to that. But these people in these regions, they were not used to. And then I think majority of them died because of all these pandemics. They're not used to them. That's good. Right. Okay.
There is the oldest known temple or a place of worship is in Turkey, which is dated around 8,000 years back. That there have been several civilizations before.
Can you repeat that last one?
There could be more civilization before Mesopotamia, but we don't have enough proof. But this is
exactly. That's what I was telling. This is what we know. Probably we will find out there are more things like the Greek region. People are talking about some things before that, called like Greek and all those things. So it will come out. So in the current stuff, what we know are like the major. This I am talking about the major. So timelines, when we look at it, it will look something like this.
And also they are known as pseudo archaeology or archaeologists. They claim that the Sphinx in Egypt, the sculpture of a lion and a head of a woman, or head of a man. So that was actually some 12,000 years old. They claim by saying that there is an erosion pattern around that bedrock, which proves that there was no heavy rain in all these 5,000 years history of Egypt. It only happened during the last ice age. Only because of that, there could be this kind of erosion, which we can also say that it happened out of heavy rainfall, not by sand erosion. So that is one of the major claims that there could have been an advanced civilization some 12,000 years back. And there are proofs of a comet hitting the Earth around 12,000 years back. It is under the ice of Arctic ice. They found it around 1990 or something. But we don't have much proof to claim.
Yeah, good. Very interesting point. So Prajakta is asking about languages. For I don't know, Prajakta. I don't have good knowledge on that subject. I don't know. That's a topic by itself. Later we will try to get some people to talk about that. I don't have much idea. Yeah, sorry. Okay. So now this is like if you have some time, you can go and browse. See, these all are some names, different these things, but mostly like this Norte Chico and this Mesoamerican, probably you can just go and have a look at these things. Okay. So going forward, this was actually one of the most important ancient knowledge. Okay, whether what is the shape of the earth. So many people are thinking like we got to know about it pretty recently, but that is not right. This knowledge was there probably from some 10,000 BC, which means 12,000, 13,000 years back and all dated. This is a very ancient knowledge. That earth is round is a very ancient knowledge. And there are reasons why people believed earth is round, how these things. One of the reason is this, how they go to know that earth is spherical. Because this is like a mirror, like this moon is like a mirror of the earth during eclipse. So when eclipse, this thing moves, you can clearly see a circular stuff, right? Moving away from this. And at this point, it is like this center black is earth. What you see. And when it moves, you see the other side on the opposite. So it is just like that you see it on a mirror kind of stuff. So people started observing eclipse and figured out that earth is spherical. Okay, but for that you should know what is eclipse, right? If you think that eclipse is a big snake coming and eating moon, you will not know this. This is how one knowledge forms to another, one goes to another, one goes to another kind of stuff. So which means there are some smart people who deciphered what is eclipse. Eclipse means it's a shadow kind of stuff, and from there just not that alone. There are more things. There is something called North Star. There is something called North Star. So North Star is a star above the North Pole. Now it will change, because like we would have studied, like in school, his teacher will ask how many types of motion earth has, bete. So kids will tell rotation and revolution. Okay, if you write 3, you will not get mark. Actually earth has some 5 or 6 movements, and the teacher also doesn't know. So that is a problem. So one class you will study something, because that see, the textbook is right. You don't want to complicate the things, but the teacher is supposed to know there are other kind of revolution. If somebody writes 3, teacher won't give mark. Okay, so then Chandy was telling something. She's mute. You're mute.
Even I only know that I learned the 2. What are the other 3? We only learned rotation and revolution.
And there are many others, because like when earth moves like this, then that earth has around, earth has an axis, right? It's like a virtual axis. There is no real axis, like a virtual axis. So it rotates like a cap. When you turn a cap, after some point cap will rotate like this, right? The cap will rotate like this, and then it will fall finally, so like that earth rotates around an axis like this, like a cap. If it is like this and rotating without moving, how it will be? It is that see, that cap, when it moves, what happens? Its axis is like this, then axis is like this, axis is like this, it shifts.
Yes.
But when it is straight, its axis is straight. So for some time its axis will be straight, and after a point it will start wobbling, like top when you give, like pambaram, the top. So then it will become like this, then it will be like, so its axis shifts. So earth is like this axis in this position. It doesn't rotate, it is in this position, rotating like that. But then actually earth rotates. But it takes 25,800 years for one rotation to complete. So then actually the effects are huge. What will happen? Your climate will change. So after 6,000 close to plus 6,000 maybe 900 years, December will be summer. Actually, Actually, it is like that. Before 6,900 years, December was summer for us. It is now also like that. But our people, उनका उसका उससे बड़ा शाना लोग है. So we edit the calendar. Every year calendar में we put a question like that. Like when you paint also you do it ना. थोड़ा ये लेग थोड़ा इधर गए उसको था इसलिए खींचा गया. शिम थोड़ा डाल दिया. सब खिलाड़ी लोग हैं. So our people put this thing in the calendar. Okay, so like this actually in the calendar actually calculation got wrong once. So the old calendar what we used to have, the calculation got wrong. Then the Pope started observing the Easter when it is coming, the climate is changing every year Easter. And they realized this problem. Then they changed the calendar to whatever we use. It's called Georgian, this thing calendar. Whatever calendar they shifted to this calendar. When they looked at it, 14 days gone. It was, I think, in somewhere in 16th century. There were riots on the street. This is like demonetization. You tell that today is February 15, tomorrow is March 2nd. What will happen to salary, your program, NEET talk next week, Pura hangama. There were riots in the streets, it seems, that times. So, so these all are some tricks and traits of history and science also. So the bottom line is what I was trying to tell originally. Somebody else asked something?
But still, the Europeans change the calendar, no? Sometimes in a day.
Yeah. They change the calendar.
I was there. Yeah, I was there. Not calendar, it's the time actually. So I was there, and they asked me to change the clock 1 hour less or something, like 1 hour. Or
that is
something.
Different. That is different.
Mm-hmm.
That is called daylight saving.
Hmm.
That is daylight saving. That is a different phenomenon. That is because
winter and summer you gain more time.
How to explain? See, that is because next class I will explain with a picture.
Oh.
without otherwise I need a ball or something. Without a picture, it will be very difficult for you. Next class I will explain with a picture. Okay. So that is like, see, let me check. I have a ball or something. I don't have a. Okay. See, like this. See, if you see this is Earth. If you see this is, this is Sun. This is Earth. Earth is rotating like this, na. So Earth is tilted in its axis also like this. So if you assume, depending on which position you are, which your country is, the sunlight when it comes, how much sunlight you get will shift actually. So here in this position, if Earth was like this, the center here, you will feel like sun is above your head. The center portion, that is what is our equator, is here. You will feel in the standing on the equator, you will feel sun is above your head. If you're tilted like this, slightly below here is when you feel sun is above your head, not on the equator. And what happened when you turn like this, when it becomes to position like this, that slightly below guy will feel winter. And the slightly above guy from equator will feel summer. He will feel sun is above his head. Actually, this is what we call as Uttarayana and Dashinayana.
Oh.
Okay, I will explain that with picture and then. Actually, I have slides. When I teach kids, I explain this. I thought you guys may not be interested in that. I did not put that. So next class I will explain that how that without figure you will not be able to appreciate. Bottom line is sun position will change compared to you. So people were thinking sun is moving. Ancient time people thought sun is moving. So that's what we call as Uttarayana. Sun is starting its ayana towards Uttara, north. 6 months. So all our festivals are actually based on that. Festivals, Bigu, this Vishu. That's why all this you see in different parts, it's the same festival falls on the same day, Pongal, because it's Uttarayana. But the Uttarayana date is changed because of this problem what I told. Because of this precision. I will explain you with pictures in the next class. Because the dates have changed, but festival date cannot change. Because festival date, if you change, there will be political problem and hangama in this thing place. But the festival originally started based on the climate, based on the phenomenon. Because see, you can only look at Earth, nature, and decide what happens. So all the festivals, if you see, it will have a root on some natural phenomenon. Almost all the festivals, how it comes, how it forms.
Okay.
And
Okay.
next class I will explain that. Okay, I don't think I have put
Okay.
slides on that. I will check. I will see whether I have put or not. Okay. Okay. Probably. Let me check whether I have put also. Oh, oops. 1 second. Huh? Whether I put. Sometimes I would have included. Ah, yes. Oh, yes, I have. Yeah, I have those slides. I have those slides. See, are you able to see this?
Yes.
Are you able to see this image? Yeah. So this is what happens. Is Sujit back?
Yes. Mm.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So see, this is what happens. You see.
Mm.
See this tilt, whatever we tell. Actually, this road is not there. Okay, Salia jo dikhta, that is not there. Okay, that is only imaginary. It is like this
Virtual.
top I told. Top is rotating, so we are telling its axis is shifted. So Earth axis is a
Yeah.
tilt like this.
Mm.
Okay, so when it tilt, what happens? You see, look at this condition. In this position, exactly on this equator, this red dot is equator.
Okay.
Red dot is equator. So exactly on the equator, you will feel like sun is above your head.
Mm.
Because
Yeah.
the tilt here is like this. So yes, artists, I am very sure you would be able to visualize. So the tilt there is like this, you see. So here, when you see this exactly on the center, you will see sun is on the head. When it comes here, this side, tilt is like away from sun. You see, in this position, tilt is with respect to sun's plane. So what will happen? This place, this you see this white ring.
Yeah.
So this white ring is called Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of. So in this, people in this white ring will feel sun is above their head. And that is the time when above this equator or the top side has winter at that time, because you see this shadow.
Yeah.
See, only 50% can get sunlight, right? That took more sunlight here, lesser here. When you go towards both the sides, sunlight will be lesser. See, so during this kind of positions, this position you see northern pole. No, this is north pole, this is south. Northern pole, you don't get sunlight at all.
Yeah.
See, you see this shadow? You don't want to, so when it rotates also, you just go home and try to rotate it like this. This place is completely dark. You won't get. So one round like this, you won't get. You will get sunlight here, day and night. When it turns, you will get. But here you won't get. Okay, but South Pole you will get. Okay, so this is the time when there is summer in the southern hemisphere. Hemisphere means below this equator.
Yeah.
Okay, southern hemisphere below this equator, northern hemisphere above this equator. So that is why this America, Canada, and all those things, people have winter during December, November, January, and all those things. Right? And here, if you look at it, the people here in Australia, Argentina, and all those things, these people will have summer now. December, January, they have summer. Now you see this, the picture changes after 6 months when it shifts, you see. Earth's axis doesn't change. So this will become tilted. Now the northern hemisphere will get more sunlight, you see. Northern hemisphere will get more sunlight. And the southern hemisphere guys will feel winter. So that is why during June, July is the winter for Australia, Argentina, bottom part of Africa and all. New Zealand and all those things, right? So now this movement, now you see, consider there is a person standing on equator. That person during December, he will feel sun is towards his left side, towards his south side. Right? And from that position, sun will start moving for him. And when he is on during this March, what we call as equinox, sun will be above his head. And now when it gets to June, sun has moved almost to the northern side. Like inch by inch every day. So this this movement is what we call as Uttarayan. So we feel sun is starting its movement from the southern side towards its northern side from this date. So Uttarayan. And from here, actually, it starts Dakshinayan. This is how climates get formed. Climate is getting formed because of this tilt of the axis. If this tilt is not there, no climate change. Not climate change means everybody. Climate means sorry, season.
Season.
But
Season.
seasons are forming because of.
Okay.
Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I had this slide. Okay. Yeah. So this is what I was telling. The third movement called precession, like a top. So this Earth's axis actually tilts like this. So as of now, it is like this. So this star, what I call as northern star, is another name is Polaris. So as of now, our north pole, that axis is looking towards Polaris. But this axis will shift like a top. After 12,900 years, this position will shift like this. Which means what? Which means after 12,900 years, during December, position won't be like this. Position will be like ulta. So which will happen? Summer and winter will interchange.
After 6,000 years.
After 12,900 years. But then you won't know it because for them, then also your calendar will show it is December. Ullu banaya. Okay. Okay. You know, that is just to take care that we don't have this complication of.
These pseudo-archaeologists, they claim that before 12,000 years back, it was the age of Leo, and we are entering now into the age of Aquarius.
Okay,
So,
okay, okay.
This Sphinx actually was with the head of a lion.
Oh.
That,
Oh, okay, 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 okay. That is interesting. Yeah. So this is how they calculate it. Actually, you see what happens. Don't get bothered about the maths part of it. The simple thing is 25,800 years. This one rotation will be complete. This one rotation 25,000, which means अभी का position में वापस आएगा. अभी का position में वापस आएगा 25,800. So which means what? The season every year our season will get shifted. अभी this year when winter came, next year it will get shifted. Next year it gets shifted. ऐसा shift करके it will get shifted by 6 months in 12,900 years like this. Because वो position उल्टा हो गया. After 25,800 year back to normal आएगा. So 25,800 year में 365 days season shift हो जाएगा. Which means 365 into 24 into 60 इतना shift हो जाएगा. If you calculate 1 year में 20 minute shift हो जाएगा every year. So we adjust our calendar 20 minutes every year to take care of this. Maths will be complicated. Actually not complicated, but I will need 10-15 minutes to prime you to explain that. I don't intend to do that because this is more regarding science. Okay, so don't look at the maths part of it. Somebody is asking something. Please go slow. Sorry, Prajakta, sorry. Please go slow. No. Now point is, I will start again from here. मत देखो इधर. See, look at this. ये हम इधर है. Okay. So our axis is this. So our axis is it's all start with Polaris. Polaris is also called North Star, which is a star above our North Pole. So if you are in North Pole, if you look above, you will see North Star above your head. So in olden times, travelers used to travel by looking at North Star. So when they lose sight, they will look at North Star. So North Star, it is in the North Pole, that part. So when you move, what will happen? When you move away from the North Pole, you will feel North Star height is increasing because you're moving this side. When you move towards North Pole, when you reach below North Pole, you will feel it is at your height. Okay, so I will go to that slide before. That is one of the proof for them to believe Earth is circular. If Earth was flat, height of North Star should be uniform. Na? Wherever you go, height should be same. So that is one another proof. A North Star is, that is why people tell a friend should be like Polaris, North Star. When you are lost, you should be able to look at him or at her. So that is a famous saying. Okay, so traders used to use North Star for that. So North Star currently, our North Pole is pointing towards Polaris. Now abhi main kya bol rahe, there is a third motion for Earth is called precession. Precession is a third motion, like rotation, revolution, is a third motion. That motion is this, ye jo axis jo hai, axis aisa hai, this will tilt like a top. But top aisa fast घूमेगा, हमारा ये बहुत slow घूमेगा, बहुत slow घूमेगा. And it takes 25,800 years to complete one rotation. So far so good. Prajakta ऐसा बैठ रही है कि घर में कुछ दत्त हुआ है. After I told the maths, she said कि घर पे कुछ तो घटना हुई है. Okay, she's telling, oh precession, okay ठीक है कर लो, चलो I agree that also. 25,000, okay I agree to that also. She's asking as if like I am asking her money. Okay, telling Prajakta I need 10,000, okay चलो दे दे. 20,000, okay चलो दे देगा kind करके. Okay, right? Okay, that's why I told first itself, don't bother about the maths of it. Okay, if you sit for half an hour, I will teach you the maths of it, but otherwise you don't bother about it. Okay. See, the thing is, so yeah, position aisa hai. So like in the previous slide, did you understand that season changing? Season changing, समझ गया ना? वो तो मतलब what are we telling? अभी ये जो slide में गया, what are we telling? ये जो अभी देखो Earth is like this position, ठीक है? 12,900 years में इसका पोजीशन ऐसा हो जाएगा. मतलब क्या हुआ? Just think about it. इसको ये जो पोजीशन को ऐसे उल्टा समझो. What will happen? Sun का rays will fall on the northern hemisphere more, right? Which means the climate उल्टा हो जाएगा. अभी जिधर winter होते तभी summer हो जाएगा. This much ठीक है ना? Right? Okay. So now what is our problem? Which means what? Every year when because of this precision, ये tilt हो जाएगा ना, ये tilt हो जाते हैं. Tilt होते मतलब क्या होता है? Just think about this. ये साल का ऐसा है, ये साल का ऐसा है. समझो कि I have put a mark here. समझो कि this is the mark. I have put a mark here. ये दिखते हैं? समझो कि this is a mark. Next year, 1 year लेके Earth ऐसे घुमा. Earth rotates around the sun 365 days में इधर वापस आ गया. And this position ऐसा नहीं होगा because of apsidal shift. ऐसे slightly tilt हुआ है. इतना नहीं है, but हल्का सा tilt हुआ है. समझ गया? Next year देखा तो हल्का सा tilt हुआ है. Next year वापस आ गया, हल्का सा shift हुआ है. ऐसे 12,900 year में ये बंदा इधर पीछे रह जाएगा. Means like this. That is the point. So this tilts. So मतलब what are we telling? इस year समझो कि December 15th को winter शुरू हुआ. December 15th afternoon 11 o'clock winter शुरू हुआ. Next year afternoon 11 o'clock आ गया तो ये slightly tilted है. तो time फर्क हो गया ना? वो फर्क कितना है? We are calculating. Every year में कितना फर्क होते हैं? That is that calculation. So we calculate it by telling it is 20 minutes. Every year तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं? हमारा 365 ईयर में हम लोग 20 मिनट ऐड कर लेते हैं. 365 प्लस 20 क्वार्टर में हम लोग 20 मिनट्स ऐड कर लेते हैं. एफर्ट सब ठीक है? समझ गया क्या बोलो? हाँ, ओके. दिस इज लाइक वी टेल अ वेरी गुड प्रेजेंटेशन यार, बट कुछ समझा नहीं है. Okay. Operation successful, patient died. Okay, right. Okay. So this is what I did. So now get into the maths of it. What are we telling? First line you see, it is very simple. Whatever we told in English, we wrote it here. 25,800 years में 25,800 year में वो वापस वही बोलते हैं, ये सेम पोजीशन में वापस आएगा. 25,800 में सेम पोजीशन में वापस आएगा. मतलब क्या? ये दिसंबर 15 11 o'clock में वापस आएगा, मीन्स पूरा ऐसे शिफ्ट होके आफ्टर सम 50 years December 15th will become December 16th, after some 20 years it will become December 17th, ऐसे shift होके 25,800 years में it will come back to same position, मतलब 365 days सीजन का शिफ्ट हो जाएगा। 365 days मतलब उसको हम लोग मिनट में कन्वर्ट किया, 1 day is 24 hour, right? 365 into 24, 1 hour is 60 minutes into 60, so 1 year means this many minutes, is it not? 365 days means this many minutes, that's all what is done. So 365 into 24 into 60, right? Is that okay? Okay.
Yeah.
So now this is actually toffee mathematics, what I call as toffee mathematics. We tell 10 toffee costs 50 rupee. How much is 1 toffee? $10 toffee costs 50 rupees. How much is 1 toffee? Prajakta? सुनता नहीं है 50 by 10 5, right? 5 नहीं सुनना है, 50 by 10, right? 50 by 10 सुनना है। 10 toffee cost 50 rupees. 1 coffee is 50 by 10. That much we all know. Okay, this is same problem. You assume 25,800 toffee costs this much. How much 1 toffee costs? This divided by 25,800. See, instead of 10 toffee, you consider this is 25 toffee. Sorry, 25,800 toffee. You consider this is its value. So actually, maths is simple. Your teachers have complicated it. 10 toffee is this much rupees. 1 toffee just divided by 10. That much you know, right? If 10 toffee used to cost this much, 1 is this divided by 10. If this was 50, 50 by 10. If 10 toffee is 100, 1 toffee is 100 by 10, right? So instead of 10 toffee, this is 10 toffee. This is 50. Now you think, this many years, this much movement. How much 1 year? This divided by this.
20 minutes is what we said.
1 year is this divided by this. 50 by 10 is 5 rupee. This 50 is this. This 50 is this. 10 toffee costs 50 rupees. 1 toffee is 50 by 10. So if you calculate in a calculator, you will get 20 minutes. Actually, there is nothing complicated in this, if you look at that way. Is that okay now?
I have a question.
Yeah, please.
इसका real life application किधर होता है? Because year on year we don't do it, other than so many years ago the 14-day shift happened and whatever,
Year on year we do it.
When do we do it year on year?
You don't know it. So many things happening in the country, you don't know. This also you don't know.
I don't know.
As I'm telling, it happens in our calendar. It's inbuilt in the calendar. Calendar is calculated like this.
What are you saying?
Yeah, obviously. So we have 2 years. 1 year is how much time Earth takes to rotate the sun. How much time Earth takes to rotate the sun is 1 year, which is what we call as one, right? Okay. And that year is not what we call as year, our calendar year. Our calendar is goes after when sun completes one rotation. As I told, this is slightly tilted.
Yes.
So whatever our calendar year is adjusting this 20 minutes. So whatever we tell as an year is not the time taken for Earth to complete one rotation. It is that plus this 20-minute adjusted. Okay. So then what is this called? How much time Earth takes to complete one rotation? There is a name for that. So that is this name called sidereal year. Sidereal. Sidereal means towards star. Towards star. Why it is? I will tell you. See, Earth, let us assume there's a huge star here. Huge star here, star constellation, a galaxy or something here. Compared to that star, we complete one rotation, 1 year is over. This adjustment 20 we are doing only with respect to sun because of that sunlight issue, because of this tilt. But if you look at geometrically, 360-degree rotation is over when it comes here. So if there is a huge star here, compared to the star, one rotation is over when we complete 360 degree. So that is why we call it as sidereal year. With respect to the stars, year is complete when you reach back your original position. But for us, our time is with respect to sunlight. Our time is with respect to sunlight. Okay, so if you tell afternoon 12 o'clock, means that is the time we get maximum sunlight, or sun is overhead. So our time is nothing but sun's position. So that's why they used to use the so-called sundial in olden times. Now, okay, with this we'll close. Okay, now, are you able to appreciate this? See, these terms are new for you. So starting, you'll get confused. You have to go home. I will put the notes, go and read and understand. Others, after some time, you'll forget about this. Okay, these are new terms for you. It look easy. It will sometimes look simple. After some time, you'll forget. Okay, so you have to understand time. Whatever we tell is based on sun rays. Okay, so if sun on our head is 12 o'clock. Next year that time sun is not on our head because of this tilt. So we adjust that 20 minutes. Yeah. Sir, okay. Now coming to Sujit's question. What will happen? Let us assume Sujit is in Canada or US here. Sujit is here. Okay. During these parts of the months, these parts, December, November, October, these parts of the month, they get very less sunlight. Right? They get very less sunlight. Very less sunlight in these parts. Right? Okay. So now, when during these months, parts of these months, when you come, actually their day will increase. You look at this. For a person here, he gets sunlight not just for 12 hours, bit more. For a person here, he gets sunlight for more part of the day. Just assume this getting rotated. Just assume this is rotating. So your nights are less time if you are here. You get more times day. And if you are here, you had a very less, maybe 4 hour, 5 hour day. When you are here, 24 hours night for you. Okay. So if Sujit is here in this country, somewhere here, their day is maybe 13 hour or 14 hour. And when he was there here at during December time, their day was less number of hours. So they don't want to lose that sunlight and their productivity. So if you tell by thinking in this time Sujit was here, they tell देखो यार सुबह 9 बजे only उठो because sunlight will come then only. So morning 6 o'clock or that 9 बजे here है इधर है सोचो. Okay. But now during this time sun gets come early. Now Abhi you tell okay from tomorrow onwards the office starts at 9 o'clock. सब लोग आ जाओ. Nobody will come. People tell if yesterday 10 o'clock is the office time, why should I come at 9 o'clock? So then we use our time tested tactic. देखो वो जो clock है ना वो थोड़ा घुमा के रख लो. Then अभी ये 10 o'clock. Understand? That is called daylight saving. So that we want to be more productive. Our day starts early. Okay, stop. Enough of science today. Yeah, you're asking. Sandhi is mute.
Yeah, coming back to your 20-minute saving, where do we change our system of saving the day or whatever? We don't.
You no, what I'm saying is you are not able to get that. You whatever you tell us your year in calendar, your clocks, your 365-day calendar, your 365 days is 365 not days alone. It is after 365 there is some 0.25, 0.24, some specific number, and that number is taken by adding this 20 minutes. That's what I'm telling. So you won't even know.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to fathom. Saying that I don't change my clock, I don't change my first test.
Yeah. You don't have to change because it's a permanent change. Why Sujit's case? It is a they are changing in the clock because they have to reverse it after 6 months.
Yeah, daylight saving I understand, but like
Yeah.
this thing to, I'm not able to still grasp it. How?
Okay. Somebody else can explain. Abhi kuch artistic time mein explain kar lo. I am telling in science terms.
No, I understood scientifically, but I'm trying to say 1st of January is always 1st of January, 31st December is always 31st December. So 20 minute kahan gaya? Like
That is right, but how many hours is one day for you? How many hours is one day for you? Or how many days is 1 year for you? So your year name, you know that na every year February 1 day we adjust after 4 years. That is to take care of another problem. Okay, but when you calculate the time, your clocks and the time, whatever you tell us 1 hour, that is including this effect. So when you tell it is an year is done. You tell no. See, it is not like every 4 year one day. You make one more adjustment
okay,
after some years.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You make,
Also within a country like in Kerala and Kashmir have some difference, no? Like 20 minutes or something.
yeah.
I think I've heard about.
See,
I've heard about it.
See, it is like this. It's all depending on. I hope. I had
But
a
we
point.
are not adjusting. No, that is my question.
No, what we have done is we decided not to adjust. Actually, it's a productivity
Yes,
loss.
Indian Standard Time.
Yeah, actually, it's a productivity loss. See, what will happen? You think about this. See, that is depending on how your country is. Our country is vertical. India, you see, is vertical. So, if you're a vertical country, you see India is here and rotating. We are rotating.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what will happen if the sun is here? Where will the sunlight first fall? First, it will fall on this Bangladesh. Yeah, yes, side pe fall karega. Assume it is rotating like this. First, it will fall on this Bangladesh point. Okay, then it will come to Punjab. Then it will come to move. So our itna ka width is not much. So what happens if you just think about 12 midnight, 12 afternoon, 12 noon. 12 noon means what? Sun is on the head. So when sun is on the head on Bengal, sun is not on the head on Gujarat, right? There is a time difference. So that is a time difference between these two. But countries like Russia, United States and all, if 12 o'clock idhar aa gaya, it will take 4 hours to reach here. Which means if the whole country keeps the same clock, what will happen? You tell morning 6 o'clock, for other people, when you get up in the morning after 4 hours only, it will become morning. So they keep 4 timelines. For us, as ours is a vertical country, we can afford to. There's a bit of a problem. You're right. Maybe 1 hour, 1.5 hour difference is there. So we decided not to bother too much about it and adjust for uniformity. But if your country is like this, Australia, Russia, and all, what will happen? This, sunlight idhar aa gaya, 6 o'clock ho gaya. Okay, either to early morning 2 o'clock hai. Sunlight will come here after 4 hours. So you can't keep same timelines here and here.
Not that big. We are not that big.
I have another, I don't know, maybe stupid question, whatever.
There's no question which is stupid. Okay.
No, it just occurred to me that with all, like, keeping everything constant, talking about this axis and rotation and everything else, we're assuming all other factors are constant, right? But with the climates anyway changing and, the universe changing in these 25,800 years, it may not be that simple. So, what is the purpose of doing these predictions for so many thousands of years?
No, it is not a prediction. It is a fact.
But
This is not a prediction.
already we are facing climate changes, right? June doesn't feel like June anymore, like the monsoon shift to August or July or whatever. Like already there are changes. So in 25,800 years, what we are seeing today will be completely different.
like the thing is, first of all, you should know what is happening in this universe.
Yeah.
So whatever we are telling is fact. It is not a prediction. It is not a prediction by telling that I am predicting after 25,000 years this is going to happen.
As of today.
Huh?
Fact as of today.
No, you understand. 25,800 years back also this was there.
No, but with even today, we are not facing the same climate that we used to have 100 years ago, or maybe 200 years ago. Like I remember in my lifetime, which is 50 years, in December, Bombay used to be cold. Now Bombay is warm, right? So those are the changes that
See, the point is climate change, these seasons are there for time immemorial. Okay. Even you see in the Raja's time, they have summer palace, they have winter residences and all. So the seasons are there for time immemorial. Now, how is the climate in every season? That shifts based on so many other parameters. So it's a very complex geography with respect to ocean, movement, wind. It's a quite lot of stuff. Now we can't tell that, chalo, anyway, wo bhi gaya, to ye bhi jane de, anyway, doomsday. So we can't work like that. We are trying to find solutions to each and every problem. Okay. So I say we don't think by telling that, देखो उधर भी बाजू का घर में भी चोरी हो गया, हमारा घर में भी चोरी, क्या फर्क करता है? अभी अगले घर में भी चोरी होने दे. We can't do like that. उसको भी पकड़ना है. हमारा घर में नहीं पकड़ा मतलब नहीं कि उसको नहीं.
apples and oranges.
Okay. So this is a fact. We have to know how universe is functioning. Then only we can solve even climate change problem also, right? Okay.
There are
So
no.
what is this 60-minute thing? Like, is it is there any measurement or something? 60 minutes. It's a 1 hour. Yeah, you were just saying.
There is nothing.
60
It is
minutes.
just like we have put a calculation like that. So we can even keep it 100 minutes. Only thing clocks have to be designed like that.
But there is no connection between A65 and 60. No.
No connection. There's no connection.
हाँ वही मैं बोल रही थी मतलब क्लॉक और कैलेंडर में देयर इज नो resemblance in clock and calendar.
Yeah, there's nothing. See, there's only you have to
But
understand.
then that is also time. This is also time. Then there should be some connection. No? मतलब
Yeah, there should be some connection. Matlab, this is something which we designed to look at it. See, that's when you think about it. Our time is depending on sun. Our time is depending on sun. Okay, and we have two movements. Okay, which we all know. One movement is we move like this, which means day and night comes. How much time it takes for that one movement is fixed, right? It's fixed. How much time for this to take one movement? It is fixed. There is some complication to that. That's we'll talk later. But for reasonably, it is fixed. Now we decided to call it a day. What if we decided to call it Prajakta? Nothing will happen. What if we decide to call it Sujit? Nothing will happen. What if we decide to call it brick? Nothing will happen. It's a human creation. It's a human creation. But the fact that in this much time it changes is a fact. It is in nature, right? That is one thing. So because it rotates like this, which part of the day, which part of this rotation, how much sunlight we will get will vary, right?
but we don't work according to sunlight. Then
We want to work according to sunlight. We want to work according to sunlight. See, we want to know, we know that during this, when we rotate like this, how much sunlight we will get, it will keep on changing.
Yeah, मतलब birds and animals they must be working according to sunlight, but we don't work according to sunlight. We work according to clock.
No. We work according to sunlight. To imitate sunlight, we made sundial. Sundial. I will show you the picture in the next class. Sundial is a very simple thing. Sundial was a very simple, yeah.
Can I answer Prajakta? Prajakta, don't compare our modern times as such. But generally, human beings are made to work we get up with the sun and we sleep when it is nightfall. Now with technology and the electricity and working at
नहीं
night.
मतलब अलार्म बजने के बाद ही मतलब आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू से कि जैसे कैलेंडर में as Satish said कि कुछ changes हुआ है according to sun's position and earth's position, वैसा clock में नहीं होता है. I mean,
क्लॉक में
they
होते हैं
have-
what Sujit told that daylight adjustment.
अच्छा वो होता है. हाँ.
daylight adjustment. नहीं मैं क्या बोलते हैं देखो sundial was a very simple instrument. sundial instrument ऐसा है कि ये sundial को ऐसे रखा है. Okay, तो अभी sundial को you will have something called shadow. Okay, and when sun is on top you won't get a shadow. क्या नहीं तो उसका वो टाइम 12 o'clock है. अभी भी you can go to Delhi many places sundial अभी भी है. And इधर आ गया तो क्या होगा इसका shadow आएगा. Shadow will be less 1 o'clock. आएगा shadow more 2 o'clock 3 o'clock. So sundial was what? Sundial was your system to know in which part of the day how much sunlight you will get. Our clock is an imitation of sundial. ये sundial के तो फिर sun को उधर जाके देखना पड़ेगा. So you wanted to have some instrument which you can carry with you. So clock is an imitation of sundial. Don't strictly take it 100%, but 99% you consider that way. Okay. So we are also living as per sunlight. But now, as Shanti told, now you have online class, this thing, that, and you can work at night. That you leave part of it. But our clock is also imitation of sundial.
That is why they say body clock, no? इसलिए jet lag होता है.
Yeah.
We have what is called as a body clock. Like your body works according to the rhythm of the nature. So called nature, which is sun, basically. So you wake up. That's why in winter we also like wake up late. No, susti hoti hai, sona hota hai because there's no sun. Whereas in summer we are up earlier, even though it's not our time, because the sun comes. So body clock bhi hota hai.
So this calendar, what we use is called Gregorian calendar. So before they used to use something called Georgian calendar. It was known as Saint George or King George, I think. उसका नाम पे. तो अभी हम लोग उसको Gregorian calendar में shift कर दिया. But in many parts of our country itself, they have regional calendars. Like in Malayalam, there is Malayalam calendar and all those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because calendar is to mark seasons. Clock is to mark how much sunlight you will get. But calendar main problem is to mark seasons actually. When you will get next rain, when you will be next summer. That season कैसे shift होते वो देखने के लिए calendar है. Clock is to see the sun's light.
Yeah. I think this thing is inbuilt because our Tamil New Year keeps shifting. Some days it's 14th April, some days it's 15th. I mean, some years it's 14th, some years it's 15th April. So it's never fixed. 14th.
Yeah, that is because they have not done these adjustments. These adjustments they have not done, so they have a different way of calculating it. See, these people will think that is based on astrology. They would have calculated. See, astronomy was very strong, no, previous days. So they know all this thing, how much time sun takes, how much time this thing takes. But this precision and all these are recent stuffs. So they would not adjust these things there. So time is very complicated actually. It's like Dali had drawn only. It's a very complicated stuff. Sometimes it will fall like this. Sometimes it will can stretch it. Sometimes now, like I'm fearing when it gets to relativity and these things now. So time is time is very complex.
Remembering the when 2000 happened, no? There was a lot of speculation about the computer is going to shut and then that is going to.
That is a different problem.
No, I know that, but that's also some sort of a worry which we all have.
Yeah. That is a different problem.
Yeah, it's a computer problem, but not.
Yeah. That is something called Y2K.
Y2K.
Y2K problem.
क्या बोला था सुजीत?
In 2000, no, like in 2000 happened, year 2000. Now it's going to happen in our petrol bunk also. In after 100. Petrol rupees 100.
Yeah.
There is no other number, right? Like there is only 3 number setting, 2 number setting. There are few petrol bunk has only 2 नंबर 99 तक जाएगा के बाद 100 हुआ ना अभी मोदी जी का कमाल के बाद. So now they have to change the setting, you know, they have to change the whole setting. Setting means like they have to remove that. And so the same problem happened to computer, right?
I wrote an FP
Right?
post. I wrote an FP post about that yesterday.
The same thing. Okay. So it's about Y2K. You know,
Y2K.
so that
Computer mein what
99
happened? See, computing systems evolved during 20th century. Sorry, 20. So yeah, 20th century. So what happened during 1920, 1930s is when we started writing the first things. So we all have this habit of writing year between 12 to 42, 12, 3, 48. So they started coding that. So year was given 2 digits. So when year 2000 came, now what will happen? Now year will repeat. So 1947 will repeat in 2047 if you have only 2 digits. Then you don't know where all your written codes like this.
Yeah.
So they realized that during like 80s. What, Prajakta? I didn't hear. You're muted. You're
You're not
muted.
getting it.
I was saying हळू बोल रे माणसा काही समजत नाही. Sorry.
हळू बोल.
I didn't understand, you know.
No, just go slow. When these numbers comes, na, so it becomes little.
Sorry.
So
No,
it's
it's
my
actually a
problem.
simple
It's not
thing. You know,
your
I'm not
problem.
good in mathematics, but this is simple thing. You know, like you know, even in terms of when you take 1999, when you go to bank, you get a slip for the deposit form and all. There is only 2 column, no, for filling date.
That I got.
Year
that I
99
got.
you write 99. So
Yeah.
when
So
it
what
comes
will?
to 2000,
Yeah. So what will happen? Like Sujit's example is a good. So bank में तो कंप्यूटर का रिकॉर्ड में मेन फ्रेम सब यूज करता था तो दे यूज ओनली 2 डिजिट. तो अगर सोचो कि एक दिन में एक ट्रांजैक्शन लिखा 19 to 68 ऐसा ट्रांजैक्शन लिखा है 2000 स्टार्ट हो गया 2001 2002 में भी 2003 में भी 03 लिखेगा ना 2003 को 1903 को भी 03 लिखा होगा. जो कंप्यूटर का रिकॉर्ड में then it will be 2 duplication. सैटेलाइट भेजा है ये भेजा है 100 years कैलकुलेट करना है 03 लिखा तो कौन सा लेगा वो 2003 लेगा क्या 1903 लेगा. तो people the effect of it was like unbelievable. People thought satellites will fall down, petrol pumps will stop working, banks will stop working. So उसको Y2K problem बोलते हैं. Y2000 2K Y2000 year 2000. So क्या हुआ? Actually that is how Indian IT started. So Indian ITs, that was golden period. So these people did not know like where all you have written this code. So they needed tons of thousands of people who understands English, who understands computer, who can go to this thing, search the code and just change it. Programming was very simple. You don't need any skill for that. Find out where all this is, change it. And sometimes you have to change some logic also. So this became a huge opportunity. And India had huge number of people who are English educated, who have some logic, who are ready to do anything if they get good money. So all our people, my friends and everybody went packed to US, UK, everywhere, and they got good money. And after that, they built a career in IT. So Indian IT companies got huge projects based on this Y2K. Okay, so to 2000, when it was happening, everybody, all project managers, I still remember, were sitting hand folded like this. But कुछ नहीं हुआ, beer पिया, सब सो गया, nothing happened. Okay, so they had solved most of problems with that. So that was a year 2K. Sujit is telling petrol pump में ऐसे होता है.
Yeah, it's also in TV that they're in live, you know, like it's going to happen now after some time. And we all scared. I don't know that time like what actually it's going to happen, but I know this later when it comes to bank, when it comes to the bank thing. Even after maybe 4 years or something in bank, they use the same print, you know, like. So there is no place to write 2000. There are only 2 columns, like 2 box, small box. So you have to write 2 digits after that, right? Like even I think in 2005 or 6, till 2005, 6, they have that problem. Now after this demonetization, there is another problem in the bank. If you go there and see that there is something like yesterday, day before, I've seen that there is no such. I think some column of 100 or something, which is it's a early one, which is not. I forgot what actually the problem is, but there is something now is happening now. And when you go to bank, you will see that. I forgot what it is actually, but something is there now after demonetization.
Okay. So one thing I want to tell you that like whatever we discussed regarding that calendar, that time and all, those are complicated subjects even for people studying masters and all also. Okay. So don't think that you are feeling complex. That's very complicated subject. That calendar time business is very complicated. Sidereal day, sidereal year and all those things are very complicated part of it. Okay. So, but just इतना समझ लो कि ये जो अर्थ का जो नेचर का जो मूवमेंट वगैरह है, it is हमारा systems पूरा are built up based on that, and it is not very simple like what we think. There are further complications. So if anybody gives one straight answer, exam में question पूछा ऐसे exact answer लिखा, वो सब humbug है. So we should always teach children by telling there can be more than one answers to same question. There can be more than one way. So if somebody tells, okay, which year, okay, after this thing, this many year, which year this will be, you have to give a correct answer in exam. So if a student writes like that movie of American or dyslexia का movie क्या था, तारे ज़मीन पर जैसे, if student write, yeah, if a student writes by telling that okay 500 year के बाद थोड़ा इस तरफ भी हो सकता है, इस तरफ भी हो सकता है, he will not get marks. He might be right. So this is bit complicated part, but I hope it might give you. I first thought I did not include that. Then I remember I included that because I thought it might give you some other twists. Because Salvador Dali का time लेके artist का थोड़ा कुछ है ना, so I thought you might get some of these things. And there is another complication with time. Yeah, sorry.
Tarkovsky is there. Tarkovsky.
Tarkovsky.
Arun there is a hardcore fan of Tarkovsky. He will say, it's Solaris and.
Okay. Okay. Shall we wind up?
There is a out of question.
Huh? What?
No, let her. You can say, Shantiji. You can talk.
No, I didn't have any question.
Okay, this is out of syllabus to Satish. According to relativity, if I'm wearing a mechanical watch and I'm traveling at the speed of light, will that watch stop? If it is a mechanical clock, winding clock, will that stop?
It will not move is what is the stuff, right? There is nothing with respect to that it is mechanical or any other these things.
That makes this quite unbelievable.
It's we'll come to that. It is not that question you asked very simple, but that question itself is very complicated actually. Okay. So why it is so? See, because light can travel only at speed of light. And the maximum speed at which something can travel is speed of light. So if you are traveling at speed of light, then it is like two cars traveling at the same speed. For each other, it is static. If two cars are traveling like this, it is static. Okay. So so when you move at the speed of light, from here the signal also travels at speed of light. So like it doesn't move. It doesn't move. The first signal which started, it will not reach. Because you are moving at speed of light.
I think art is the best way to. Science is complicated. I told you last like little more easy, like you don't need to solve certain things.
Yeah. These are facts. I'm telling. These are
Yeah.
facts. I'm telling. There is nothing like art is separate, science is separate. These are
Yeah,
facts.
yeah, yeah.
There is no meaning in telling like we don't like this. We can tell we don't like this. That is not the problem. But I'm telling it's a fact. So it is like we telling I don't like to live in Andheri. Andheri is very crowded. But it's a fact. Andheri is crowded is a fact, whether we like it or not. So that is like this time is very complicated. But what we discuss now is not time. Okay. What we discuss now is our motions actually. So that is also a bit complicated. Motions of Earth and this is thoda teda hai. It's not very easy comprehensible, especially if you're hearing for first time. And what Arun asked is a very complicated question. Okay, so that will come to that later. We have to build to reach there. We have to build some basics. This will not finish in 5 weeks. Okay, this session will finish in 5 sessions. It will take more time. Prajakta is telling something. She's muted. Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All have to start. Come on time next class. Okay. Otherwise, I'll put fine. Everyone. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay.